You're watching Quad Cities Live.
It's almost time to stroll, shop, and celebrate in downtown Geneseo. The State Street Market is back for its 10th year, promising handmade treasures, vintage finds, live music, and delicious local flavors. Joining us today are Zach Sullivan from the Geneseo Chamber of Commerce and Danielle Jones, one of this year's featured vendors. Thank you both for being here today.
Thanks, Morgan.
Thank you.
Yes, Zach, I'm excited that you're back to talk about this. This is a big year. It's 10 years.
Yeah, here we go. A decade of Geneseo's favorite fall tradition happening, State Street Market. It's hard to believe it's already been 10 years. I've been a part of 7 of these, and it's just hard to, the years are adding up.
They really are, and they're moving very quickly, aren't they? I felt like you were just here talking about this event, but here we are again. So tell us a little bit about it. This is happening on October 4th?
Yeah, Saturday, October 4th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. in downtown Geneseo.
Nice.
And what you're going to find are the best of the best vendors in the Midwest. This is a curated event, so there is an approval process, and we have to turn down a lot of good vendors just because of the size of the market, and we are limited as far as space goes because we're in a concrete downtown area.
Right.
So, but 10 years, it's bigger and better than ever. We have all these great food trucks. We're going to have Cousins Made Lobster in downtown Geneseo.
All I hear about is how great they are.
Yeah, and so, downtown Geneseo, they're going to be back, and we have a lot of great local shops that are going to be setting up for the State Street Market. And then, of course, our brick and mortars that everyone loves in downtown Geneseo.
Wonderful. Okay, so I think we said, more than 60 vendors
more than
are
60.
going to be there. Danielle, you are one of the vendors that will be there, so thank you for being here today. Can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure. We became a vendor with State Street Market to kind of get our name out there, not knowing that by the time the market came around, we would actually have a shop, a brick and mortar on State Street.
Oh, so, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. August the 15th, I believe, was our first day open on State Street, and we're super excited about the market because from what we understand, that's really when Geneseo comes alive. So we're super excited about all of the other vendors and kind of getting our name out there and showing everybody our wares.
Yes, it's called Candle Witch Company.
Correct.
So we are seeing photos on the screen of your brick and mortar space right now, but you brought some items in with you today.
Sure.
Now, folks who have been watching Quad Cities Live for a long time, they know how much of both myself and Kyle Keel, we love us a candle. And so I've already smelled the candles that you brought here today. This is Scarborough Fair, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, if you know the song. I know. And it smells incredible.
Thank you.
You clearly are very gifted at what you do.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. So this is definitely a must stop if you're headed to Geneseo for this event. What do you love so much, Danielle, about events like this that really celebrate small businesses?
I think it gives the opportunity to meet the community that you're in, wherever that is that you're experiencing the event, but also you get to meet other vendors and you get to work with people like Zach and Jess at the Geneseo Chamber who want to see you succeed.
Yes.
So that's really important to us, and we really love the local events, the small town events.
A successful local economy where everyone's just supporting each other. So Zach, where can people go if they want to learn more details as we gear up and get closer to this event?
Yeah, and so you can visit the Geneseo Chamber of Commerce website. It's geneseo.org. You can look up the Geneseo Chamber on Facebook, or State Street Market has a page on Facebook as well, and that is where you'll find the most up-to-date information about State Street Market.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's such an awesome event. We're expecting over 8,000 people this year. The weather so far looks like it's going to be good, and I mean, I love these events in Geneseo that there's more people attending than we even have infrastructure to handle.
Right.
So we have to bring all these extra things in. It's awesome. So State Street Market's going to be awesome here in a couple weeks.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, there is the information. Saturday, October 4th in downtown Geneseo, running from 10 until 4 with more than 60 vendors. All the information on your screen. Danielle and Zach, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks, Morgan.
Appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. Jeopardy is next, followed by our news at 4. Nice job.
The following program is a rebroadcast of Quad Cities Live. Watch Quad Cities Live Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. on TV6.
WQC TV, the news leader, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, car insurance can be confusing. Comprehensive collision deductibles, what does it all mean? We'll break it down in our financial moment with Heidi. Plus, meet Cameron Jones, an Air Force pilot from Savannah, Illinois, who is now in the running to become a NASA astronaut. And back pain, hip pain, trouble sleeping, pregnancy can be tough on the body. We'll show you simple ways chiropractic care can bring relief for moms-to-be. You're watching Quad Cities Live. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier. Now, our first guest today is a singer-songwriter who's graced many stages across the QCA and beyond. And at midnight, she's releasing her brand new album, a deeply personal project she wrote entirely on her own. Angela Meyer is here for a sneak peek at what she has been working on. Angela, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today.
Absolutely.
I feel like we've kind of gotten a little peek inside, you know, having you on the show every now and again as to what you are working on. So this must really feel, it must be an incredible feeling.
Yeah, on one hand, it's like we're still talking about this, and on the other hand, it's like it's finally here. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's exciting.
It's very, very exciting. Everyone's very proud of you. So tell us about your new album. What's it called and what's it about?
So it's called Blood Disease, and this is really an album about family and anything that can disease a bloodline. I've got a physical disease song on there. We lost a dog to blood cancer, and so I have a Little Blue Dog song on there. And then I have like the good old generational trauma and inheritance gone wrong and all the things that can just kind of tear families apart. And so it's heavy, but it was very personal to me, as you said, and I'm excited and very proud of it.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot there, even if people don't have the exact same experiences as you, that they can relate to.
Absolutely, yeah.
So describe the songwriting and recording process. What's it all been like?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, the oldest song on this album I wrote in 2018. So this has been kind of percolating for a while with me. And we finally got in the studio back in February and finished up in April. And I've got just the best team of people on this, and it was so much fun. We recorded out at Flat Black Studios, which is a barn out in Lone Tree. It is, yeah. And he records all kinds of music there, but for country, it's like you can't beat that. So we got to stay there all weekend and work with Luke Tweedy, who's amazing. And
Wow. Okay, so a lot of buzz around the release of this album at midnight, but after that, you are hosting an album release party.
I am.
That's coming up in October.
Yes, October 17th.
Okay, so can anybody go to this? Do we buy tickets for this? Kind of explain the evening for us.
It's even all ages, because I was thinking of Darby when I made it that way. I was like, I want all my friends and like their kiddos to be able to come, and it's not necessarily like kids music. I'm not gonna filter it or anything like that. But I wanted anybody to be able to come. So it's happening at the Capitol Theater Friday, October 17th. No Iowa game that night, nothing else going on.
Look at you thinking.
I know. So we got a really good date for it, and yeah, tickets are on sale right now.
Tickets are on sale. Okay, you're gonna perform for us right now. So what song are you performing?
This song is called 666, which sounds scary, but if anybody watches Yellowstone out there was this line about like we can experience heaven and hell on earth, and I thought, wow, what it resonated with family issues for me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll let you sing. Angela Meyer, everybody.
Thank you.
I got better things to do than sit around and save face. I got songs to write, I got whiskey to drink. I call it like I see it, so you should have behaved. I won't cover up the scars you made. When I think about the music I used to play, I got 40 proof on the truth in my veins. I don't know which one's making me see red. It's like a blood disease muttered under my breath. It's like a blood disease muttered under my breath. La da 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 da. La da things that I could do with my time. None of them have got me in mind. You got everybody in this county fooled, so there's no confusion, this song's for you. So I sing my songs in a dream to you. La da 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 da. La da la da da da. Is it a life sentence or a coping skill? Am I sick in the head with too much time to kill? Say you wanna see me act my age. Well, if I was you, it took till 48. And you screwed a lot of others over on you. Hey. La da 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 da. La da la da da. To do than sit around and save face. I got songs to write, I got a whiskey to drink.
Amazing, as usual,
you.
Angela Meyer.
Thank
Thank you so much. Here's the information on your screen. You can start streaming Angela's new album, Blood Disease, at midnight tonight. Don't miss that album release party on Friday, October 17th at the Capitol Theater in downtown Davenport. And for information on live shows and much more, visit her on the web, angelameyer23.com. Once again, congratulations and thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Very proud of you.
Aww.
Okay, still to come on QCL, breaking down comprehensive and collision coverage. How to know if you really need it. Our financial moment with Heidi is up next.
Conversations in the QC is sponsored by Centra Credit Union.
It's Eve!
Autumn colors come alive at Eve's Garden and Greenhouse. Walk among rows of delightful pumpkins, select squash, and stylish gourds. Eve's the place to decorate your home in stunning fall colors. Choose from dazzling mums and an array of beautiful plants. Also haystacks, cornstalks, and a wide variety of unique decor for both inside and out. All at Eve's Garden and Greenhouse, Northwest Boulevard in Davenport.
This is my gorgeous Spencer panel bed.
And this is the matching dresser and mirror and nightstand. They're great on their own, but so much better together.
Plus, when you bundle the bedroom set, you save almost $200.
Oh, my mom!
When you wash with Snuggle, your loved ones will feel at home. On center stage, at the school dance, or away from home. Cuddly softness, long-lasting familiar freshness. That's the Snuggle promise. Snuggle, the comfort of home.
I was lying on the grass a Sunday morning of last week, indulging in my self-defeat. I know it's up for me, making sure I'm not in too deep. Keep bursting on my feet.
When it comes to car insurance, the options can feel overwhelming and expensive. It's time now for our financial moment with Heidi, and joining us as always in studio is our own expert contributor, Heidi Hughescamp-Collins. Heidi, welcome back.
Good to be here.
We're so happy to have you here. So we've been talking a lot about different types of auto insurance and just things that you might not know that you need to know. So today we're focusing on two common types of coverage, comprehensive and collision. And let's start there because it is optional in some cases.
It is. People, you know, so we've been talking about liability insurance. This is if you hurt someone else.
Right.
And to drive on the roads, that is absolutely mandatory.
Right.
But comp and collision is protecting your own car, your own vehicle. And so now if you have a loan or if you lease, you have to have comp and collision.
Okay.
But if you own a home or a car outright, it's optional for you.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Something is loaned to you, so you need to have that there. So what does collision insurance cover? I mean, partially it's obvious, but there might be a little bit there that people don't realize.
Yeah, so collision insurance is if your vehicle is harmed by an accident with either another vehicle, a guardrail, a fence, a garage.
So all of it.
You know, something, a fence, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's an excellent impact.
Okay, so that's collision, and then we have comprehensive insurance.
Yeah, comprehensive is just everything else. But, you know, an actual collision. So it could be vandalism, it could be theft, natural disasters. This is where the hail, you know, or the tornadoes or those things come in. And it's also hitting a wild animal, like a deer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's paid out under comprehensive insurance.
Okay, so the next question is about deductibles. Okay, it is, what is a deductible? Now, I kind of laughed to myself because I was you know, getting ready for the show today, and I thought, I was talking to Claire and I said, you know what, I should know, everyone should know, right? A deductible, we've heard that before with our health insurance. And then I thought, I don't think I know everything that I need to know about a deductible. So detail that for us.
Absolutely.
Because for people, I think that they just think, it's just part of it, but they may not really know what it means.
So the deductible is the piece that you have to pay out of pocket before the insurance company steps in and pays their part.
Right.
You know, the coverage that you pay for.
Right.
Now, most people will buy $250 for comp and collision as their deductibles, meaning they only have to pay $250 out of pocket.
Okay.
But you know what? That's expensive.
Yeah.
And you would be shocked to see how much money you could save by raising your deductible.
Okay.
You know, so you should talk to your insurer. So, you know, and if you, I want everybody to have an emergency fund.
Right.
You know, but make that emergency fund part of it. Save $1,000, save $2,000. And that could be your deductible. You know, on my car, I have a $2,500 deductible.
Okay.
And my comprehensive and my collision is so much cheaper.
I see.
Than $250.
Yeah.
You will be shocked at how much money you can save.
And that could be money that you could be saving all year round on your car insurance with a higher deductible.
Yes.
Okay. And before we wrap up, I want to get to this. You have a rule of thumb for owners of older cars.
Right. Now, again, we have to make sure that the car is paid off, because if it's either is leased or has a loan on it, you have to have, you know, the comp and collision insurance.
Right.
But if you have an older car and it's paid off, there's a rule of thumb, and what it is, you get the premium of the, not the whole premium, you know, because that's going to include liability.
Okay.
But you look on your policy, or you can ask your agent, find out the premium or the amount you pay for comprehensive and how much you pay for collision.
Sure.
Take that, whether it's monthly, whether it's twice a year, annually, whatever it is. So calculate that for a whole year, multiply by 4.
Okay.
If that ending number multiplied by 4 is higher than the value of your car, and you can find that out by Googling Kelley Blue Book and then looking up your car, or going to a bank or credit union. If the number of the premium is higher than the value of your car, you shouldn't pay for comp and collision.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
So
there's a tip. There's a hack for from Heidi. Okay, well, Heidi can help, of course, with very practical advice like this. She's been coming on the show for the last several weeks, helping us navigate all types of insurance. She can also help, though, when it comes to some of your major financial milestones. To learn more, just visit her on the web, hhcinvestments.net. And a reminder, you can see all of our segments together by visiting kwqc.com and clicking the tab for Quad Cities Live. There is a lot there. Heidi, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Up next on QCL, from small town roots in Savannah, Illinois to the skies and beyond, we'll meet Air Force pilot Cameron Jones, who is now a candidate to join NASA's next class of astronauts.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
An experienced test pilot, veteran, and native of Savannah, Illinois will be part of NASA's next astronaut class. He is U.S. Air Force Major Cameron Jones, who joins us now to share a little bit more about this incredible accomplishment. Major Jones, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Really excited to talk to you guys.
Yeah, we're really excited for you. What a unique opportunity. And first off, we want to thank you so much for your service. Can you tell us a little bit more about your experience so far in the Air Force?
Yeah, so my background, I've been an Air Force officer since I graduated from University of Illinois in 2012. Since then, I've moved all throughout the contiguous U.S., from Texas to Florida to Virginia, Alaska, California, D.C., and now down here in Houston for NASA. But most recently, I was a test pilot flying the F-22 Raptor.
Oh, wow.
And prior to that, I was a weapons officer. So like the Air Force's version of Top Gun, flying the F-22 as well. So that's my background.
All right, so as you mentioned, University of Illinois grad, you majored for both your bachelor's and master's in aerospace engineering. So you've probably had this lifelong interest in space and really becoming an astronaut. So has that been the case?
Yeah, absolutely. So growing up in Savannah, my dad was a private pilot, so that was kind of like my first taste of flight, which got me hooked towards looking to the skies. I always liked math and science, had an affinity for those. And Dale Gardner also went to Savannah High School, and he's a former astronaut.
Oh, very cool.
And so I would walk down the hallways, and in the trophy case, there was always a lithograph with his name and picture on it for Dale Gardner. So that kind of gave me the, maybe this is possible for someone from a town of 3,000 in rural Illinois to go do.
Yeah.
So I set my sights on it pretty young, and I've been chasing it since. And yeah, I really enjoyed all the steps along the way. I've had awesome teachers, both all the way down since grade school up through college, and then into the Air Force, amazing instructors that have helped along the way.
Yeah, sounds like they're gonna have to put your name up there here pretty soon. So how does it feel to be selected as one of the 8,000 people to become a NASA astronaut candidate? I mean, this is not every chance that people get to be a part of this program.
Yeah, I mean, like you talked about, lifelong dream. There's luck and timing involved in all of it. And I know tons of other people that interviewed that are extremely qualified. And then the class of 9 others that I'm with right now that are astronaut candidates, amazing people. So I'm super grateful to be here joining the NASA team. Excited to sink my teeth into what they're working on as they look on towards the moon and then someday Mars.
Yeah, we're looking at some photos of the other candidates there. So sounds like you men and women are going to have your work cut out, because this is a pretty vigorous program there in Houston. What is it? Is it 2 years the program is?
Yep, absolutely. It's 2 years of training. We'll do everything from continuing to fly high-performance jet aircraft, learning foreign language. We'll be doing robotics, other academics on things like the space station. We'll learn to dive in a spacesuit in something called the Neutral Buoyancy Laboratory. So completely different, a little bit of everything than just being a test pilot, which was my previous career. And I'm excited to leverage those experiences from my classmates that have already dipped their toes into some of those specialties that can help me out.
All right, so you should get done with this NASA class somewhere in 2027. So what are your hopes beyond that?
Yeah, for now, it's focused on the training. Make sure that we can all get the entire class through, become full-fledged astronauts. And then after that, wherever NASA needs us to go, we're just excited again to be part of that team. So whether it is in low Earth orbit, whether it is onto the moon missions, or even further than that, I think any of the 10 of us would be more than excited to be part of those teams.
And Major Jones, I think a lot of young boys and girls, their dreams, when they're 5, 6, 7 years old, always to become an astronaut. What is your word of advice to those kids who think that, I want to be an astronaut? What advice would you give them going into the future?
Yeah, my advice would be, I was you. So it's possible to do. The things I would say is I wouldn't make life career decisions solely based on being an astronaut, but keep it in your sight picture and look towards it. Ultimately, you need to find something that you're incredibly passionate about. And if you do that, you'll be able to excel, and then you'll become noticed for something like NASA and astronaut candidacy.
Yeah, reach for the stars and beyond. If you want to learn more about this year's astronaut candidate class, you can visit nasa.gov. Major Cameron Jones of Savannah, Illinois, thank you so much for spending some time with us and sharing this really big milestone, and we wish you the best of luck here over the next couple of years with that training.
All right, great talking to you. Thank you.
And still to come on QCL, pregnancy brings joy, but also plenty of aches and pains. How chiropractic care can help moms-to-be feel more comfortable during those difficult 9 months.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
The body goes through big changes during the 9 months of pregnancy, shifting posture, loosening ligaments, carrying that added baby weight. All of that can take a major toll, causing pain and discomfort. Dr. Tracy Nelson from Nelson Chiropractic is here now. And Dr. Tracy, safe chiropractic care can really help.
Yes, drug-free, right? We're going to do everything we can for safe and healthy pregnancy that's as comfortable as possible.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here and outlining this for us today. Let's start with the changes to our bodies during pregnancy.
Right. So we gain weight.
Yes.
And our center of gravity changes by like 2 to 3 inches. So that changes the way we bend, the way we move, the way we sit, the arches of our back, like the curve of your back. It changes all of the structure, as well as we have ligaments that are looser because we have hormones that make that happen.
Right.
And that allows for the pelvis to expand for the birth process, but it can make for messed up joints.
Yeah, it certainly can. And that fun fact, I had no idea. I mean, I've never had it laid out for me that way. Yes, I have a child. Yes, I've been through this, but the center of gravity shifting actual inches from what you're used to can really throw things out of whack. So let's start there. How can chiropractic care really help?
Yeah, so what we do is just make the joints function because they're sloppier essentially.
Yeah.
So we can make the pelvis function better. We can actually allow the birth canal to open more because if your pelvis is misaligned, it can make that opening smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So beyond pain relief, we've got a graphic on the screen right now with a lot of bullet points about some of the prenatal chiropractic benefits.
Yeah, so sleeping, that's probably one of the biggest complaints that we get.
Huge.
Is you can't be healthy at all without sleeping, and we can't, you can't make healthy choices if you're not sleeping.
Right.
So that, as well as just the aches and pains, the actual angle of your ribs changes with pregnancy because our lungs expand more.
Oh, wow.
So the ribs move out. And so that gives us a lot of middle back pain, a lot of tension. If you're having a lot of nausea, vomiting in the first trimester, it can give you a lot of tension in your neck even. Almost like a whiplash kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's it's crazy to think of all of that. And I think for a lot of women, they have never heard it explained to them like this and why they're getting those aches and pains and how this can be helpful. I know I fortunately didn't have to go through it, but I had friends like with all kinds of like sciatic pain and all kinds of things. And the only thing that would help is like getting adjusted and seeing a chiropractor for that. So let's talk about how chiropractic care can also help with labor. You kind of alluded to it a little bit when we got started. That's big right there. Like, sign me up.
Yeah, it can reduce labor time by 25 to 30%. And it does that. Adjustments help align the pelvis to open up the birth canal optimally.
Okay.
As well as making sure that the baby can be in the best position for, the most efficient labor.
Right.
And we do that by balancing the ligaments that hold the uterus.
Yeah.
If your pelvis is twisted, the uterus is torqued, and the baby doesn't have as much square footage to get head down and,
And anyone who's been through that knows
Yeah.
that is a very scary time when baby's not facing the way baby needs to be facing. So you have some other quick comfort tips as well for anyone that's kind of in need of some immediate relief.
Yeah, so when you roll over in bed, especially, and getting out of a car. Those are probably the two of the biggest things, especially further along. And the best advice is to get in and out of a car or roll over in bed like you have a mini skirt on.
Okay.
Like really squeeze your legs together, your thighs and knees together, and roll over as one.
Okay.
So don't flop one leg and then flop the other. That causes a twisting in your back. So same with getting out of a car. Just squeeze your knees together and turn your body all at once. That really will help a lot of low back pain.
Yes, hugely helpful, and we'll make sure that we get your, you know, some of your tips on the web as well for anybody who would like to follow up with this. But before we let you go, Nelson Chiropractic is hosting a very helpful workshop.
Yes, we're gonna have all kinds of hacks like that.
Yeah.
Lots of tips, of health tips, and just like tips for comfort at our workshop on the 6th.
Perfect, yes. And there's the info on your screen. It is Monday, October 6th at 6:30 p.m. Now this is free to attend, but be sure that you RSVP at the number on your screen. That's 563-359-9541. That way they can expect you and they know that you're coming. Dr. Tracy Nelson, thank you so much for being here today. Very helpful tips. And that wraps up today's show. Thank you so much for watching Quad Cities Live.